Hello, hello, everybody. Hi, Jen.
Hello.
All right, everybody, it is time for our free Jules chat, where tonight Jen and I are going to chat a little bit about this business that we love so much. And one of you that's watching is going to win a fantastic piece of jewelry. So as you're jumping on, comment live if you're watching live, comment replay if you're watching the replay later. And if you've been invited to watch by a member of our stylist team, definitely give them a tag so that he or she knows that you are here. So while that's happening, I want to show you guys a new piece that we revealed yesterday. It just came out yesterday. We showed it on our special event yesterday, but in case you missed it, Jen said that I should re-show it today.
That. Yeah, let's see that again. Oh my gosh, those are
how
so beautiful.
Gorgeous are these. So these are called Stardust, and they have that druzy style look to them, which is that like rough and sparkly. And it's a piece that we have in other colors. They came, they were available in the, and are still available in the pink and also in the white. But now for a limited time, we have these in the, what they're, I kept calling them turquoise yesterday, but they're actually called teal. So
there's just so many things that those are going to go with, like all of your pastels for spring. So pretty with, you know, your little black dress, just so many, your bathing suit even, right? When you're sitting out by the pool in the summer, like those are your
like every bathing suit I have has turquoise and aqua and
totally. Yeah.
And I'm sure that a lot of you have pieces that will so naturally go with this. I was saying how like it looks like it's made for the sea glass necklace bracelets. It looks like it's made for the Ray and the turquoise impression bracelet. And
even when you have on the pinks, right? And pulling out the teals and the sherbet, like, oh my gosh.
And the carefree bracelets, the mint impression.
Oh my gosh.
So many.
So many. Yeah.
And, you know, the thing with our sale is that when you purchase your 2 lowest pieces at regular price, you get to pick out 4 pieces at half price. And sometimes you're like, oh my gosh, I feel like I have a lot of the lower price pieces. So here's a brandy new one for you.
And I feel like just the Stardust in general, just kind of a sleeper piece. So to grab both, you know, a couple colors with that one included, or even grabbing 2 of the teal, right? And using one as a gift. Those make the greatest little gift toppers, or adding them to a little bottle of wine and stacking them on there. I love that little Prosecco, right?
So, I love to add these as like a gift tag, actually. Yes. So like you put the little hole, you tie a ribbon to it, and it's a great way to personalize a gift card. If any of you are giving a gift card for something coming up, a graduation, Mother's Day, a birthday, you can really zhuzh it up and make it a lot more personal with, if not these, anything that comes on a card, like a different pair of earrings. Or even if you like this general style, you like the Foxy comes in gold or silver. There's the Lanas that look like this as well. So like if you just want an amazing pair of studs to really enhance an upcoming gift by using this as your gift tag, totally go for it. But Stardust in teal. Did any of you grab these yesterday with our special event? Let us know in the comments.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Well, Michelle, I'm so excited to just ask you a few questions tonight and have you answer them. For those of you that don't know, Michelle has been in the direct sales space for 24 years and has worked her way up raising children through direct sales, now has adult children. So she's been through a lot of seasons. She is a top leader here at Park Lane and has led our team to the #1 spot. She is a trainer in our company. And so she's definitely equipped to answer some of these questions here. And the way that she leads our team, we're just so grateful for her care and how she leads us so well and helps give us tools that we need to be successful here. And so we just want to kind of unpack a few of the top questions that we hear here at Park Lane as people are kind of just wanting to try out Park Lane for size, or they want some more information before they dive in. So that's what we're going to be doing here tonight. If you have questions that you don't hear us answer, there's 2 ways that you can ask those. definitely put them here in the comments, and we will get to those. Or the best way is that we're going to put a survey at the end of our chat here. And that's number one, how you're going to be entered to win the free piece of jewelry tonight. And then number two, that's the best place to ask questions. There's a spot in there for additional questions that you have or thoughts. Put that in there, and then we're going to be able to very personally get back to you with any thoughts or questions that you have. So let's dive right in, Michele, and talk to me about if you are looking for an additional stream of income or a stream of income, why direct sales is a great fit for that.
Yeah, I find that, many people are looking for some additional income for a variety of reasons. Just like you said, maybe we're looking to replace an income that's been lost. You're just looking to supplement because bills have increased for whatever myriad reasons bills increase in a household. So you might be looking to supplement, you might be looking to replace, but regardless, many of you already work, right? You already have a full-time job. Maybe you already have a part-time job. And if you are looking to replace the job that you had, all of those involve having a boss, right? So either have a new boss if you're replacing your income entirely, or an additional boss if you're looking to add to the job you already do. And most people don't want the one boss they have, never mind a second one now with that whole new set of demands, right? And nothing against the bosses, but there's rules, there's hours, there's schedules to fill, there's responsibilities to be filled. And when you take on a second job or a third job, that's just adding somebody else's needs and desires to the things that you are already doing. And what are those things that you're already doing, right? Some of you, again, work full or part-time. How many of you are parents and are doing whatever stage of life your kids are at? Jen is on baseball fields and at gymnastics practices and all of those types of things. I'm schlepping into the city and walking all over to watch my daughter run the Brooklyn half and who's got to move out of their apartment and, all of that kind of stuff. Some of you are maybe caring for your parents, right? And that's a whole new thing that you are needing to take care of in your life is your aging parents. Do you have pets? Are you a volunteer in your community? These are all the things that fill up all of our schedules on a daily basis. To add in another boss and all the responsibilities, hours, and jobs and rules and regulations that come with that is just generally not the ideal situation. What direct sales does is allow you to be a business owner and therefore work at the times and the places that work best for you. So if you can absolutely never work on a Sunday because fill in the blank, then you absolutely never have to work on a Sunday if you don't want to, because you get to make the decisions that work best for you and whoever else is involved in your life, right? You and your family, you and your spouse, you and your child, or just you. So that's giving you that freedom so that when you can work, maybe you're recently divorced, you have your kids every other weekend, and you want to use some of the weekends that you don't have the kids to supplement your income. You can do your whole shows for the month on one night during one of those weekends and hold a multi-hostess show and have done 3 weeks worth of shows on that one weekend. Whatever, as things are now popping into your head, right? Is there a day, maybe you are a nurse who works 3 days a week and you're looking for something on some of those other days that you're not already working 12 hours at night or 12 hours by day. These are the decisions that you get to make to supplement or replace your income when you choose direct sales as that avenue.
Yeah, that's so good. I just recently had somebody ask me, how do you do it? How do you work that into your time? And I was so grateful to be able to talk about people like Ashley, who works her nap time hustle, right? She works when her kiddos are napping or after they go to bed. that's when she works on her Park Lane business. Or, our friend Diane, who is a nurse and works around her schedule, right? We have so many people that we can name and talk about how they fit it in to their pockets. And for me, I work while the kids are in school. And then, that 3 o'clock time, that's when I am the taxi commuter. And when I drop them off, right, and they're at practice or whatever, I can still work in those pockets of time. So just finding those pockets of time that we all have that maybe we spend scrolling our phone mindlessly, where you could be making money from your phone instead. I'm so
Just a
grateful
little
for
more
that.
intention.
Correct. Yeah. I'm
Right.
so grateful for that flexibility and how it has been able to take myself working full time when I first started, and then was able to walk away from that full time job and replace that income with Park Lane. And how first working in those pockets of time and consistently doing that, how it led to Park Lane being my full time income. And I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, I was thinking about how, it's transitioned for you through the time. I mean, we say the pockets of time, but the pockets of time change, right? As either your
Totally.
kids grow or, Beth, who started this when she was still a teacher and then was
Mhm.
retired early.
Yeah,
And now her pockets are a lot deeper because
exactly.
her pockets of time are now much larger because she's not working around the teaching job anymore. And how it can just really adjust through your seasons of life.
Yeah, and you've definitely seen that too as you've transitioned from all the different nap
Now side
hustles
hustle.
to the, while they're at school hustle to the evening hustle, like it's
No.
such a cool
When
thing.
I think back to the beginning, my voicemail or my answering machine actually said the best time to reach me is from 2 to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and 7 to 9 p.m. on Sunday,
Yeah,
because 2 to 4 was nap time. And
the
I was
OG
able
nap time
to
hustle.
OG nap time. And I was able to do so much business while they were taking that nap. And at 7 to 9 at night on Sundays, Anthony was home and taking care of that type of
Mhm.
hour. And then I remember I would watch Desperate Housewives after. Like, it was just,
Yeah.
this is how flexible it is, which is why over the whole 25 years that I've been here, whenever anyone says, what's your favorite part? My answer has always been the same, and it's been the flexibility, because of how many stages it's taken me through over 25 years.
And I'll say, just from the experience that I've had all over the last 9, that those that are the busiest do the best at direct sales, because they're so good at having a schedule and working in those pockets of time. So if you're saying to yourself, I am so busy, I don't know how I'm going to do this, I promise you're probably going to be one of the most successful,
True.
because you're good at organizing your time. So keep that in the back of your mind. But let's go on to our next question. And that is, why jewelry? There's are a lot of different options out there. And so why is jewelry a great one?
Women love jewelry, everybody. Women love jewelry. You're one of them. If you're watching, 99% of you are a woman who loves jewelry. And then we just find other women who love jewelry that want the fun and convenience of shopping in the way that they prefer. Some love to come to an in-person party and have wine and shop and touch and try on and go, and they attend sip and styles and happy hours and all the types of in-person events that our various stylist team offer all throughout the country. And many of you like to shop by when you're scrolling on Facebook and you come upon your stylist doing a live and you're like, oh, I've never seen those bracelets. How do I get those? Where did those? I never saw that one. I didn't know that came in rose gold. And suddenly they're placing an order. Suddenly they're booking a party. We have every style of jewelry that exists. So for those that like boho, for those that like glam, for those who need more conservative and understated jewelry because they have court in the morning, or, whatever it is that you want, we have it, which means that every show that we do, people find pieces they like, and therefore then love to shop. And it's a product that is beloved. That's the thing. When you are going to get involved in a sales business, you want to have something that a lot of people want to buy. And I'm not sure what out there exists more that a lot of people want to buy than jewelry.
Totally. Yeah. And the other thing that I love too is that jewelry is consumable. Fashion is consumable, right? It is changing all of the time. And our design team is really incredible at staying current and on top of the trends. And I'm sure some of you, let us know if you've shopped our style drops, right? Or our capsule collections, because those are a fantastic example of how we drop things often because of what the trend is. And you love them. And that makes us as stylists love them too,
right,
because it's what people want. And they're seeing those trends on, social media, and they're seeing those trends happen as they're watching, TV and things like that. Like, we're always consuming those things. And so it's such a great thing to be able to stay current with the times and help people find what they're looking for that's current. So that's another bonus of jewelry too.
Yep.
All right. So here's really the meat and potatoes question that we're going to kind of spend the most time on. And that's why Park Lane, because again, there are other companies out there. We've seen a lot of changes in the industry in the last even 6 months. So why Park Lane?
Yeah, and like you said, this is the main reason we're all here tonight, right? And so many of you are an existing customer that's watching, and you probably could have fast forwarded straight to this, right? Because you knew all the other parts, and it's like, okay, what are the programs here that are going to bring me success? And for those of you that have had an experience in direct sales prior to you sitting in this chair tonight, taking a look at this, this is also where you're going to get the majority of the questions that you may have, because you understand the importance of the programs that a company offers is what's going to support your success in the business. Mm-hmm. Now, here at Park Lane, we are a 70-year-old company. We are well into the throes of celebrating 70 years of Park Lane. They were started in 1955 by a husband and wife team. And now in 2025, the same family is the owner and operating this. The owners and are operating this on a day-to-day basis. So it's a family owned and operated company, 70 years of solid programs that have been added to so many times over the years, while at the same time not punishing or adding or, taking away or doing all the things that we have seen company after company continue to do as recently as last week. So with that, what are these programs that make Park Lane so successful and therefore able to have us be so successful? So we talked about the sale a little bit at the beginning. So it's the buy 2 pieces at regular price. Those are your lowest 2 pieces. You can then take 4 more pieces at half price. Those can be any price at all, so that when people are loving a pair of crest earrings, they're loving a pair of embraceable earrings, they're loving any kind of bracelet sets that they see, we as the stylists, or if they're on the website on their own, shopping our website, that we're able to make sure that their lowest price pieces are the regular price ones. The medium to higher price pieces are for half. We're even able to get you bonus items. How many of you have scored a bonus item over the years where you're getting maybe $188 impression bracelet for $35 as a bonus? This is the type of shopping that women love, because not only are they getting something gorgeous, but they're getting something gorgeous for an unbelievable deal. Now, go ahead and comment sale if you have shopped Park Lane sale, or maybe if you want to shop Park Lane sale now that you're hearing about it, because I know that some of you have not shopped our sale yet, and maybe you're checking us out for the first time. One thing that we know is that not only do women love to get a great deal, but they also love to tell their friends about that very same great deal. And it's something we do all the time. I mean, I've called my mom to tell her about a great deal at the grocery store. I've talked to my sister-in-law when I've seen a certain, brand of something at a department store that I knew she was looking for, or what have you. And that's exactly what women do here as well. They shop the sale, they love it, they want to tell their friends about it. And what many of that turns into is the hosting a party, right? Now, some people do host the old school party that you think of when you think of home party, right? The ladies with the Tupperware in the living room having the Jello mold, and they're having jewelry, right? I don't think anyone's serving Jello mold anymore. But there are people that love to have their party in their home and have their friends over and socialize and hang out. And if that's you, comment the words home party so that we know you're a home party gal, or maybe you have been at some point. Some like to do the get-togethers, but not in home, out of the house. Mm-hmm. So maybe you've been to one of our restaurant parties where we have either a table in the restaurant or a section of the restaurant where we do appetizers and snacks and bring the jewelry, and people shop that way in person and have such a great time. We have where people are at wine bars and just like all kinds of fun public places, including even sometimes the moms like to shop at the ball field. Jen has a whole group of women at the gymnastics that love to have these like impromptu unofficial parties where they shop the catalog during gymnastics practices and stuff. So there's so many fun ways to do the in-person shopping. But then here we are also with all of these online options. Beyond, of course, just going to the website and shopping. We've had that a million years. But doing a party in Facebook Messenger, doing a party on Facebook Live, using Zoom, all these fun avenues that we are still able to show the jewelry, joke around, have a great time, and yield that shopping spree that Park Lane rewards the sharing lady with, right? Because if you're the one that said, this sounds great, I would love to have my friends together to see the jewelry, Park Lane's rewarding her with hundreds of dollars worth of free and discounted jewelry. And it doesn't matter if it's Zoom, living room, wine bar, sip and style, backyard, beach club, all the places that parties take place, you get the same amazing shopping spree. So now, here we are as stylists, right? We have customers that love to shop the sale, and we have a sale that we can be proud of, along with the actual jewelry that we can be proud of. We're talking about that this is not costume jewelry. This is fine fashion jewelry, where these are glass pearls, where we have, natural stones and all kinds of high-end materials that we make our jewelry with. We have a guarantee on the jewelry. So we are out here proud about that. Happy shoppers, happy hostesses. So now when they tell us we make 30% commission on net sales, that we have weekly pay, that there are no quotas, that when you start building a team, you are paid infinitely deep on that whole entire team always, not that they're going to cut you off at a certain level, not that if someone quits your team and it changes the structure of the team, you're going to demote to an old level, or they'll let you keep your title but pay you at a different level. All of that is stuff that goes on all over the direct sales world, but not here at Park Lane. If you come in as a direct appoint because you had previous experience and are assigned a level, the way that I was when I came here in 2014, there was no way for me to demote from sales vice president, because when I came here in 2014, I was assigned sales vice president based on my previous experience as an executive at my previous company, where in fact I had been demoted twice after having gotten it back and demoted again because of other people's life experiences, right? That took them to a different direction, that took them to a different, change of life that makes the business no longer right for them. And then not getting paid on who I was supposed to get paid or the amount I was supposed to get paid. None of that goes on here, because if you're like Jennifer, you come here, no sales experience at all, started as a fashion director, promoted to branch, promoted to area, promoted to division and senior division in her time here, and is at, among the topmost spots of our compensation plan. And every week getting paid on the whole team, every week getting all the override she's entitled to, and never has to worry about showing up somewhere with some name tag that has a different level on it so that people are like, oh, what happened to Jennifer? Because Those of you that have been through that with other companies know exactly what I'm talking about, where if people are whispering what happened to such and such because she has the green ribbon now instead of the blue ribbon, which, by the way, we don't do any of that nonsense either. So there's none of that secondary embarrassment that happens. So now there's the like the money part, right? But there's so many fun perks on top of this, all the great money part too. And Jen and I have enjoyed so many of these perks together in I'm here 11, Jen's here 9. So like we've had 9 years of so many fun things. So Jen, why don't we hit them with some highlights? Some perk highlights.
All right. Well, I'm going to start with the Mercedes bonus. And I'm so grateful that at our very first level of leadership, we have the opportunity to start earning our Mercedes bonus. And we can either choose to take the cash on that bonus, or if you drive the Mercedes, then you're getting that car payment cash. And so that is huge. And I think that's this really cool opportunity that Parkland offers, not just the elite, right? Not the upper level, only, but your very first level of leadership, you're working on earning that Mercedes bonus. And we have achievers often, including our, very newest one this month. So exciting.
I know. I mean, I was just thinking that how Carrie started with us. Shout out to if your stylist is Carrie Hendy. But she just started in January. Here it's April. And she's promoted twice and at second level leadership. Along with her promotion, she did also at the same time the requirements for that Mercedes car program. So it is, and she's got 4 people on her team and is now the recipient of the Mercedes car plan and that bonus. So these things happen to real people. These programs are taken advantage of by real people. So yes, love that Mercedes bonus myself. And we all do different things with it. Jen takes that money and uses it for like the car payment you already had.
I do. Yep, we do.
That's what I did forever. And then when we needed a third car, we actually made the Mercedes the third car, although it wasn't for the third car person. And they got my car. But that's what you see throughout the team, is that a bunch of us went and got the Mercedes, a bunch used the money. Totally your option. Travel trip is another exciting one. Jen and I have been so many fun places together.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. We have been to, St. Thomas was our most recent one. Paris, St. Martin, cruise.
Zurich, Switzerland we went to in 2018.
Yes. Key West, that was a fun one. Gosh,
it's almost hard to keep track of
Hawaii.
How places we go. Hawaii we went to. Cabo, right? There's so many. In fact, each trip we usually book some sort of fun extra, and we were always on it. And usually it's one European trip and one tropical trip a year. There are definitely exceptions. There's years we've done 2 Europeans. Sometimes Hawaii replaces is the tropical, not an island. All kinds of stuff. And with this St. Thomas one that was just passing, we were talking about booking the catamaran ride that we always do. We always find a catamaran day and have a great day with that. And I forget exactly what the detail was that we were working out, but Jen said, yeah, that's what we did in St. Martin. And I'm like, did we do that in St. Martin? And she was like, oh, no, wait, did we do that? Wait, was that Aruba? I don't know. Wait. And then that wasn't that Hawaii? I'm like, we did that in Hawaii? Forgetting we did a catamaran in Hawaii. And just what kind of universe do we live in that we go on so many vacations that are completely free that we can't even keep our catamaran trips straight? This is what we can offer you. And if you are not a traveler, or for whatever reason the travel doesn't work out for you based on the date or the location or whatever you have going on, you can cash out. We had a nurse that on our team, Diane, she had just changed jobs and she couldn't get the time off. She got a big fat cash bonus on her check. The same week that we went away. So there's always the money alternative.
Totally.
Always.
Absolutely. Awesome. But are you missing any perks?
the jewelry.
Yes. Oh my
So I
gosh.
find that that's such a big concern that many people have,
Mhm.
which is, do I have to now buy all of this jewelry? Now, first of all, most of you are already buying the jewelry anyway. But second of all, you are all buying way more jewelry than any of us are.
Mhm.
And that's because we earn the jewelry every single month. We have the opportunity to earn packages of $250, then another 300, then another 300, then another 300, and then the ones that Park Lane just sends the piece, and all kinds of stuff goes on. I mean, oh, you know what?
Ooh, sneak peek. You know what? I have them too, but I didn't open mine yet.
Want to
Show
see
us.
some jewelry from the future?
Yes. Ooh, check you out watching this video.
This was totally not planned, as you could tell, because if it was, I would have had it ready. But look at, if you are somebody who loves a bit of a statement necklace, then you're going to love this upcoming beauty called Zelda. That is quite a name.
I love the name.
Not my first name. My name is Zelda Zito. That would be terrible.
Oh my goodness.
But look at this beauty, multi-chain gorgeousness.
That is so rich.
It really is. The first time I saw it in action, Kay Demmer had it on in her event, and I was like, oh, that is gorgeous.
Oh my gosh. The ways you're going to wear that with your tank top.
Tank top,
summer.
Denim jacket, t-shirt. I mean, because if anytime you just want to zhuzh something up,
yeah,
you just put on a fun, fancy necklace.
Right? Even a great graphic tee, and that would look so cute.
Totally.
Oh, I love her.
So this is coming soon. So comment the word Zelda if you want your stylist to let you know when she's available, because that part we don't know.
No,
I just
do it from the future.
and here it is. And so did tons of our stylists. There we go. I didn't know.
Oh my gosh, so exciting. Yeah, we are always getting fun things in the mail. And sometimes the vault pieces. I know that you recently got a vault piece in the mail that was gorgeous. So many of our team members did. And that, is always so fun too, when they're pieces that, have been around for a while as we celebrate our 70th anniversary, and you get these surprise pieces in the mail. It's just so fun. I mean, again, we all love jewelry, and it's such a fun surprise to be able to not only pick out your own jewelry that you love, that you've earned, but also get these fun extra surprise pieces in the mail as well that you can choose to keep for yourself. You can choose to give them away. You've all, I'm sure, if you are in your stylist VIP group, if you've participated in any of our events, you've been the recipient, I'm sure, of some kind of prize along the way. And that's because
it might be tonight.
It might be. So generous to us that we can turn that around. So Michele, we've answered a whole lot of questions. And the last one that we're going to answer is the why now. So we have our friends that are here, and they are thinking about Park Lane. And so the question really is, why now? Why is now a great time to say yes?
You know what? Some of you are watching this for multiple times now. How many times have some of you watched this free Jewels chat? Let me know. You can put it in the comments. We don't judge. Some of you have watched it for the first time tonight. Welcome. We're so glad you're here. Some of you are here for your second, third, fourth, fifth, or more time. And we're so thrilled to have you. You get to, complete the survey, be in the raffle. Maybe you're telling your friends about what you heard if it's not right for you. And one day you'll tell your stylist about someone who it is right for, and you have all this knowledge about the company. But some of you keep coming back because you're afraid to just finally jump. And you know what? You don't even have to jump. Just lean in. Just lean in a little bit. And let us work with you with a decider party, if nothing else. So why now? Because springtime, everyone's doing that wardrobe changeover, that refresh of the jewelry. And with it comes graduations, communions, all of those weddings, all those events that even non-jewelry shoppers still shop for jewelry because they're gift giving. Mother's Day is here. And we have, the sparkle boxes are selling like crazy because it's the world's best Mother's Day present. These are all the things that you can now be making money on instead of always being the one spending the money. So we would love to get you up and rolling. And the way that we do it is simply with a party. So if you are thinking, you know what, this sounds amazing. How do I get started? Then all we're going to do is we're going to book a party, because at that party, we now work for you. Our job is to wow your friends and family with the jewelry. We have the posts ready to go. We have the graphics, everything that we need to have a successful party, we have ready for you. And we do it all. You just invite the guests, interact, and then have fun. The shopping spree that normally a hostess receives, you still receive. But on top of that, not only do you get to shop for the kit, which is only $129, for that, you get to pick out with the current promotion, why now, $600 worth of jewelry of your choice instead of $500. So you're getting a whole extra high-end piece added to your kit of your choice. And anybody who wants to have a show, that's now your next opportunity to make money that your leader is going to help you with. And you also keep the paycheck on the party, so that now you have a paycheck, you have 2 batches of jewelry coming to you, bookings to move forward with, and every resource that our team provides at your fingertips. So if you see, the posts in the party and the graphics that go up and the word choices that are posted with it, that's all stuff we provide to you. You don't have to suddenly become a graphic artist and an author and the person behind ChatGPT. These are all things that we provide to you. That was one of the funniest things when Kerry was getting started, where she said, I was about to ask how to do the party, and then I saw it in the boards, and I'm like, oh, this is the same thing that Michele posted. It was like, if you're in the Wizard of Oz, and it's like, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Like, we're going to show you behind the curtain where everything comes from so that you use it for your success. So when you're doing your survey, if that all sounded good to you, then check off where it says 5. I'm a 5. That's the highest. Sign me up now. We're going to get you. You can order your kit today if you want, or you can wait until the party concludes. If you feel like it sounds good, but you're still a little not ready to lean all the way in, then here's what we're going to do. Check off that you want a decider party, because then we're going to do the exact same party. But instead of telling everyone at the beginning that you're wanting to join and that this is your launch party, we'll tell them at the end when you decide that you like it. If you decide that if we do the decider party, though, you can decide no, and then you just keep your jewelry, no one knows, and off we go. So to me, those are the only 2 options to check. But there are actual other options. Option 3 that I'll also allow is that there is an option that just says, I would like to host a party, because maybe this really isn't for you. And you're like, this sounds fun. You girls are spectacular. This team looks amazing. I love the jewelry, but I'm definitely not interested in selling, but I would love that shopping spree you were talking about. Then just check off that you want to book a party, because you certainly can't lose out by getting hundreds of dollars worth of free and discounted jewelry. If you'd like information on the Sparkle Box subscription, whether it's for you or a gift that you want to give, you can check that off. And there's also a completely blank area for any additional question that Jen and I did not cover. So for that, you will be entered into our giveaway for tonight's Free Jewels Chat, which is, I sneak peeked it for you earlier, our story necklace. This is a $100-ish necklace that has beautiful beading, beautiful neutrals and soft mauves and purples and browns, and this stunning crystal butterfly on here. And you just must have it. And one of you is going to get it for free.
I love that. As we're talking about why now and wrapping this up, I can't help but think about Carrie, who we've mentioned a couple of times, right? And if you say yes today, right? If you say yes, like Carrie said yes in January, where could you be in August, right? With a couple of promotions, with a Mercedes bonus coming in, that could be you. if you said yes today, that could be you in August, right? And so I also wanted to I found this quote this last week and I was just like, oh my gosh, that's so true. So I just want to wrap this up with, it's scary because it's unfamiliar, not because you're incapable. And things that are new are scary, and that's totally okay. But it's not because you can't do it. It's not because you're incapable. But to lean into the training and all of the support that we have here, I bet you'll find a little success and you'll have some fun doing it.
I love that so much. Thank you for sharing that.
So much, Michele, for spending this last little bit with us answering these questions. We can't wait to go over your surveys and see what you have for us, and we will be in touch if setting up that launch party, decider party, or regular party is in your survey.
Thanks again, Jen, so much. I love doing these chats with you. Have a great rest of your night, everybody. Bye-bye.